What's up guys, Boy B Manny, and today I want to bring you some Labyrinth of Legends exclusive fights here, and this is Juggernaut. As you can see, I've already got him down about halfway. I usually try to buy 15 revives before each fight to kind of track how many. More than likely, I've already got 15, so this is revive like number 20. Got him down about halfway, and he is an absolute just monster, man. There's no real good way to deal with him. I mean, if you like magic, but you don't want to bring magic into Labyrinth, but if you can lock him down with the L2, maybe Dr. Voodoo, but once again, you know, you're bringing in not a very high damage dealing champ to try to deal with this, and more than likely you'd lose out on that enrage timer. So you're going to see my strategies on trying to get off her level 2 innervate so I can continue to attack. So what I want to do here, boom, perfect. I want to wait till he blocks. I want to tap him one time, and that means he's just got enough. So he's got 0 power right now. Now I shouldn't have blocked that because it's hurt me to be able to parry, and then of course well, I let off a heavy, but I for some reason faded there, and yeah, died. And that's gonna happen from time to time. I mean, you make mistakes, that's fine. Life goes on. Here I wanted to raise up just a little bit because I noticed there, you know, hey, I got so low. If I can have just enough health to be able to get that parry off, I don't plan on letting him hit me or trying to block too much after that. So try to get just enough health to where I can kind of do some pretty good damage. And I've got a couple runs coming up that show 2 different techniques for dealing with him with Gwenpool. It's such a setup with her. It's just very, very difficult. And the thing about her heavy too is even if you bait a heavy attack from him, a lot of times you go for that heavy and she misses. She'll miss on like the 3rd hit and then he'll just smack you. So it's not like Star-Lord. Star-Lord's, you can bait a heavy like that and then just throw right at him and you're good to go. So here I've got the perfect setup again. And yeah, Star-Lord, like I said, he likes to jump out at him and he really covers some distance where Gwenpool does not. So that technique really didn't work. Trust me, I tried. I tried everything. And in the end, it's just, you just keep chucking units at him until he's done. So get the heavy off. Okay, I've got my L2. Perfect. Alright, he walked right into it. And you can see it almost pushes him right over that first bar of power. And oh man, and boom, I messed up. Missed my parry. Dang it. I mean, all that setup, all that build up to take off like 60,000 damage. I'll be here all day at that rate. It's not ideal. So yeah, you can't miss parries, but no, it's so tight to get this in. You may have watched Seaton do it. He didn't have very many successful attempts at getting him to his L2. He missed trying to throw that L2 into his intercept because you can't. It's just so tricky because once you've got him to the point where you can get your L2 off, you cannot hit him again and then throw the L2, or else it'll push him over a bar of power and you've defeated everything you got to do, or you've tried to do. So you're trying to set him up to where he's coming at you and you let off that L2. It's just, like I said, just very difficult. So let this play out a little bit. What I want to do now is I want to push him over 1 bar of power, and then I'll try to get this L2 off. And it's hard. You try not to waste any parries. And here I want to hit him when he's blocking. There you go. Perfect. Got no power. Now he's going to have to come at me. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to remove it first. And then he comes at me. Boom. You let it off. Innervate. I've got him kind of backed up already. So here we go. And kind of just got to do the 4 hit. Back out, back in. It does throw timing off sometimes when you stun him with Gwenpool. But he stays in this rhythm for a little while. I just don't think this is a permanent solution. He won't stay in this forever. You're just trying to get as much damage as you can. I kind of like the idea of the 4 hit, back out, and throw a light attack. It keeps you from being vulnerable, from having to dash in over and over unprotected. But here, I tried so many times already and I was like, oh, I finally got it. I'm just going to work this until it's over. Until it does not work anymore. you can see I do some pretty good damage. See right there, that was the one where if I'd just dashed back, thrown a a light immediately, then probably would have caught him. But 78 hits, not too bad. Got him down, what, like 150,000 roughly. So I'm like, okay, cool. If I can get 10 attempts like that, he's, he'll be in the bin. But as you can see, not every fight works out the way you want. It's just very difficult. And it's not even really, it's not fun at all. There's no good, like, oh, I'm playing well to this. It's just, oh, okay, well, now I've run out of parries. I can't heavy him anymore. I'm going to die. Total cash grab, and I definitely was a whale getting milked good and hard. Okay, so now I want to get him over 1 bar of power. And I'll even do it. Okay, I guess, I kind of pushed him too far there. I know that I'm going to have to push him back to another bar of power. It's not a good run, because the parry times just get lower and lower. And throughout Labyrinth, that was definitely one of my techniques, was just hitting them while they're blocking to get them to a bar of power. Because, like I said, you run out parries. Intercepting sometimes can be risky. I try to do it as often as I can, and there, I just thought he'd come at me because I jogged at him, and I was mistaken. So now it's just go time. How many hits can I get in before he lets off a special and I die? Got lucky to get one more, but I don't have any more parries in me. And thankfully she can't die by special, but she can die by getting punched in the face after a stun. So 47 hits, and not too bad. 1.439. So there's another 70 or 80,000 roughly. The damage just doesn't ever seem to add up very quick. So yeah, this is a very expensive fight. 40-ish revives. You're looking at, like, this is anywhere from 1,600 to 1,500 to probably 2,000 units, depending on the RNG you get. And that's just one fight, and that sucks. Because some of these paths I was able to do with close to 4,000 units. So you spend half of your path budget on one fight. Well, that just doesn't make you feel very good. So once again, this is, like I said, I'm just going for the build up now. I'm trying to get him to just over that SP1. Hit him while he's blocking. There we go. Love tap. Bait it out. Perfect. Okay, I've got good health. I've got parries. Got my L2. Boom. Let it off. Alright, perfect. Now I need to just land this. Let him come at me. Awesome. Didn't evade it. He's innervated. I can just go to town now, except for that evade. Innervade falls off. All that build up, all that setup, totally ruined. There's no way that I can get any more damage in, because if I parry him, he'll back out of it before I can let my heavy off, just like that. So I'm kind of screwed. I'm hoping that he goes to throw a heavy and maybe I can get my heavy off, but nope, 32 hits. So that's why I'm not even showing this whole fight, man. I don't even know how long it took. This here is over almost 14 minutes, and for half his health. And I imagine that the other half was a little bit of a learning curve at the beginning. So yeah, this was close to probably a 45-minute, 50-minute ordeal trying to deal with this guy. But this is probably the best run I have had for sure, right here. I think we get upwards of a 200 hit combo on him, and I don't like the way I did it, or was forced to do it. Not that, you know, I wanted to get all the damage I could regardless. But you'll see I employ the stun, the innervate / heavy lock in the corner here in just a minute. Like I said, it's not ideal, but sorry guys, I forgot to turn off notifications. It's not ideal, but it works. Because once you've fought him 20-30 times, you're like, anything I can do to take off 100,000 or more, I will take it. So boom, perfect, innervate, awesome. All right, let's see how much damage we can do. Leave an opening, cool. He's stunned. As long as I can keep them bleeds on him. This is what you want right here. You want to just be able to lay that damage. All right, go into the heavy lock around 50 hits. And the worst thing about this is actually, like, I mean, you got to focus, of course, and your timing has to be perfect on every one or they'll get out of it. But it's like hard on your thumb for some reason, just like over and over and over and over. Like I said, I really didn't enjoy it, but as you can see, when I crit, there's 330, 300, 1100. I mean, I can do anywhere from probably like 1500 to 5,000-6,000 damage every 3 hits, and they're happening fast, you know. So if you got like 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, it happens really fast. So you can add up the hits and you can add up the damage relatively quickly, and this goes pretty smooth. The only thing I think that you'll see, on this one, I think I just didn't get a bleed at the end of the innervate. Does end up falling off, but I had a couple of attempts like this where you'll notice, watch the bleed, it resets, and there's that split second where it's resetting to that long bleed, and I've had those coincide with the innervate expiring, and they happen at the exact same time, and they both fall off. Well, the bleed stays, I should say, but the innervate still falls off because it doesn't consume the bleed and stay on. So yeah, that was kind of BS. And here's the one, yep, I just didn't get any bleeds. I got up to 191 off of them, so that's like 140, almost 150 of those. And at this point, I know I'm completely out of stuns. Do what I can here, let off the L3, maybe I'll get some armor break hits in afterwards, and do what you can. But yeah, there's no getting around this fight. So he's unstoppable now. I know I can't parry him. See, look how fast he comes out. I tried, kind of got lucky. He throws the heavy, and that's where you can get one off. And that's but like I said, if you have to dash back at all, the distance between is too much to get that off. So now it's just do what I can. So not a bad run. That was definitely my best run. Like I said, didn't really enjoy that technique, but to get 205 hits on this guy, it felt really good. There's no other way around that because he sucked big time. So hope you enjoyed, maybe learned something. Got about 400k plus off of him there, and we'll see you in the next one.